In 1975, during the fall of Saigon, communist troops from North Vietnam sent the Vietnamese from the south scrambling. More than 50,000 refugees would later arrive in San Diego, where they were bused to Camp Pendleton.
It was dark when we got off the bus.
Trang Nguyen was just 10 years old when she arrived at Tent City.
Up to the center, please.
News 8 interviewed Trang in 1995.
Yeah, I remember it was like, where are we going? Why is it so long? It was a long trip. I expected to see a lot of huge mansions and big grassy yards and stuff.
Instead, she lived in tent number 53 with 17 other people.
You didn't speak English at all.
No.
You had to learn the language and learn about a whole new country.
Yes.
Also living in Tent City was another 10-year-old, Jonathan Nguyen, who Trang would eventually marry. Jonathan will never forget what his father told him as they flew to San Diego with nothing.
He was saying, I wonder what jungle they're going to drop us in. I still remember that. It's like, what jungle they're going to drop us in.
3 meals a day in a home, such as it is.
Camp Pendleton was the first of 4 Vietnamese resettlement camps opened in the United States.
I love our story. I love my parents' story and what they gave up to bring us here.
Tai Park was 3 years old when her parents, Nhi and Leo Vu, fled Saigon with only one concern.
My wife and my children. And I don't care anything else.
To leave Camp Pendleton, refugees needed a sponsor family. And for the Vus, it was the Patton family from La Jolla.
Mr. and Mrs. Patton had 9 kids.
Okay, wow.
And
they took you in.
They took us in.
Nhi and Leo would eventually get a place of their own and raise 5 children. Nhi worked as a janitor, but went back to school to become an engineer. He lived the American dream, same as the Nguyen's.
The opportunity to worship, opportunity of an education, freedom of expression. It's like the freedom we would not have gotten had we stayed in Vietnam.
Trang and Jonathan raised 3 children of their own. Jonathan became a dentist in a new country he now calls his own.
You didn't have to live in a jungle.
Yeah, I know.
In the Zevely Zone, Jeff Sevely, News 8.